Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video you will be notified. So it's already on one. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I really cannot take sitting up here. We have been in a heat wave. I know some of you guys in other states are probably experiencing it a whole heck of a lot worse than we are in California, but still it is hot, and it's much more hot when you don't have AC. And like I said, they do not allow AC in our building. So even though I have probably about 10 fans in here, this is an upstairs downstairs place, and so upstairs you know, heat rises. So my bedroom is upstairs, which is why I'm usually downstairs in the living room all day until it cools down. It is extremely hot. So again, you guys have to excuse the wind noise that you may hear. I don't know, for some of you it may sound like static, but that is actually, I have like a small, let me show you. I have a mini fan that's right here blowing on me just to give me direct air. And then I also have, you know, my fan that's behind me that's going back and forth. Also, excuse my outfit. This is my workout outfit. I also have a waist trainer on, which means my stomach is touching my back right now. And it is just, whoo, I'm trying to bear through it. I haven't worn this in so long, even though I've been exercising faithfully all week. But anyways, y'all don't want to hear about me. Let me jump right into what I wanted to talk about. Let me get to the topics of the day. So we've got some free food. We've got one state that's actually in the process of trying to get the child tax credits given out in a lump sum. I'm going to give you the information on that. I can't remember if they were saying that the issue was because of the monthly obligation that they had, or if it was just better for their constituents. But either way, let's jump right into it. So we're going to start off with the free food first. Okay, so we've got something going on with Wendy's. I don't know if you guys like Wendy's. This came out a couple of days ago from an article from a source called Living Cheap. It says Wendy's is serving a hot deal for hungry bargain hunters. For a limited time, customers can enjoy a second menu item for just $1. Okay, buy one menu item and get a second of equal or lesser value for just $1 more at participating locations. Even hotter, you can mix and match from the select menu to create your own perfect pairing of hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, and more at a discount. Given the price of a single item ranging from $4 to $5, it's definitely worth it to pick up the second item without breaking your dining budget. Okay, so you guys definitely want to try it out. Some of the items that they have to offer within this promotion is Dave's single hamburger, spicy chicken sandwich, classic chicken sandwich, spicy chicken nuggets 10 piece, crispy chicken nuggets 10 piece. Okay, so head to Denny's, you guys. There's a lot of deals on here actually. They all day, I don't know what it says here, but there's a $4 menu item at what is this, Denny's. From 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. you get free Krispy Kreme, multiple locations. 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. discounted Panera Bread items. 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. $3 Dunkin' Donut items. It doesn't tell you what it is, and it doesn't say which locations. It just says multiple locations. 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. $4 Wendy's, multiple locations. 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. They've got some discounted things at 7-Eleven, See's Candies, Quiznos, Arby's, Taco Bell, Wendy's. We've got quite a few Wendy's on here. Pizza Hut, Del Taco, Red Lobster, Domino's, Jimmy John's, Pizza Hut. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on. And if y'all want me to actually dive into this article and give you all of that, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will actually sit through and read all of this for you. I didn't know it was given that much information because I didn't have time to go through this when this first came across in my notifications. Okay, but that's that. There was another one. Wendy's. We've got Taco Bell. I don't know how you guys feel about Taco Bell. I know for me personally, I don't want to down talk to Taco Bell, but I don't, whatever it is that I get from them, I think the only thing that I can eat safely from them is a cinnamon twist. And I don't even want to do that anymore, because I saw a TikTok video where they were actually saying, if you didn't know, I don't know if it's true, but they were actually showing how they prepare those. I don't know if it was actually at a Taco Bell or if it was just a person making it at home, and then tried to say that that's how they make it. But Taco Bell, those cinnamon twists are actually from pasta noodles that they just put in a deep fryer and they puff up like that, and then they sprinkle them with cinnamon and sugar. I don't know if that's true, but anyways, was there something that y'all were giving out here? Okay, Taco Bell Rewards members will have early access to redeem their free Flamin' Hot Doritos Locals Tacos starting. It actually started yesterday, July 21st, while non-members can grab their delicious prize beginning on Thursday, the 22nd. Okay, if you redeem your prize On the website and app, you will only be able to choose a flaming hot Doritos Locos Tacos. If you redeem in restaurant, however, you can also choose from nacho cheese Doritos Locos Tacos, a crunchy taco, or a soft taco as well, okay? All of this is actually making me hungry. Don't get me wrong, Taco Bell back in the day used to be one of my go-to spots, you know what I'm saying? I used to love the Mexican pizzas. I actually still love their Mexican pizzas. I just have to prepare myself, make sure that I have no plans on going anywhere that day if I decide to eat Taco Bell, because it just doesn't sit well with me, and a lot of stuff honestly don't sit well with me after I have my surgery. But that's another subject for another day. Now, some of the more serious topics that I did want to talk to you guys about. Surprisingly, child cases of the, which shall remain nameless because they don't want us to say that here on YouTube, child cases of the illness are rising as schools gear up to reopen, it says, but vaccines for youngest are still months away. So basically, they're not at a point where they can safely administer vaccinations to children. We already know this. We know this, but there is a report, and this is from CNN. This is a CNN article where they're basically saying that child cases are rising, okay? It says the American Academy of Pediatrics, the AAP, said Tuesday more than 23,550 child cases of this were reported between July 8th and the 15th, nearly double what was reported in late June. Child age ranges vary by state, according to the group's most recent report, with more than half of the state defining children as anyone 19 or younger. In 2 states, Utah and Florida, limiting their range to anyone 14 or younger, okay? And I have to be, you know, completely serious and transparent about this situation. You know, when I come on here and I talk to you guys about vaccinations and I talk about my choice, it's not that I am trying to put my family at danger. I've said this many times, but it's because I get a lot of negative comments. People can be really, really cruel in the comments and think that I'm trying to prove a point politically or anything like that. This has nothing to do with politics. This has to do with my health. I have health conditions, underlying health conditions that my doctors are aware of, and health conditions that they're still trying to figure out. I don't know if I have an autoimmune system disorder. I think I may have one. So I know for a fact that if I take the vaccination, that may be more harmful to me. At the same time, my toddler is nowhere near, by this, they're nowhere near ready. They haven't done enough testing, and even if they had, I'm just not sure that's something I want to do. And then I have my children also, unfortunately, because a lot of the underlying health conditions that I have are hereditary, especially in the women in my family. My children have them too. So when I talk about this, it's not to discourage anyone. Everyone has a right to make the choice that they want to make for themselves. My job, or the position that I have taken up, is to use this platform to just provide you guys with as much information as I possibly can, so that you can make the best informed decision, so that you're not making a decision blindly. Because I know from experience that I've made a lot of decisions blindly, not researching, not trying to get all the information that I can. And I don't want anybody to do that, okay? This is serious. This is our lives. All we have is our lives, okay? So we need to protect that at all costs. So with that being said, it says the AAP said severe illness remains rare among the children, but the cases are rising nonetheless, okay? Experts have warned lagging vaccinations and the ferocious Delta variant could spell trouble for the country's youngest, many of whom are still ineligible for a vaccine. And this is all the stuff that I want them to take in consideration while they're putting this information out there. At the same time, they're still trying to open up schools. I know some of you, I think one or two of you said in the comment section that they were not doing an online option where you are, and I think that is an extremely premature decision that they are making, not to allow that as an option, okay? Allow both. If they want their children to go, I know that it's harder for the teachers and it's harder for the students as well, but I would rather put in that extra time at home with my child, make sure that they have everything that they need. If I need to do some extra tutoring, if I need to, you know what I mean, whatever I need to do, I would rather do that. I'm willing to sacrifice, because I just don't feel that it's safe. I don't care how far the desks are apart in school. On top of that, they want them to wear masks. I mean, we've had this conversation before. Kids are fidgety. Their attention span is really, really short already as it is, and now you want them to sit with a mask over their face in a what they consider to be a highly ventilated room, which means it's going to be cold, so you're going to be blasting them to death in there. No, I don't think that that's a good atmosphere for them to learn when they can just learn from home, okay? So, but I get it. Honestly, I feel like, and this is political, what I'm about to say is a little bit political. I think that, if anything, the reason why they're trying to opt out of that is because it's more money. It's more money in certain circumstances, okay? I know that some places has also like threatened the school districts with saying that they're not going to provide money for my mind just went blank, but basically whatever governing body, local government body that distributes the money, allocates the money to schools and all these different avenues in your state or whatever, are not going to provide the money to schools for the tools that they need, okay? And I think that that's absolutely ridiculous, but we're going to move on for that, because honestly, as you guys can tell, I can go on and on and on and on. But just be aware, you guys, that cases are rising everywhere, not just in children. They are rising everywhere, okay? I have gone back to, I was already doing my online ordering for groceries, but every once in a while I will go in, because there are some stores that may carry some things that I can't get with my EBT online, so I have to go in and get it. But in those situations, I try to leave my children in the car. I try to limit my time in the store, and I definitely try to make sure that I'm staying away from people. I don't go down aisles where there's, you know what I mean? I know it sounds crazy and obsessive, but it is what it is. So, moving on from that, let's talk about these child tax credits. Now, this is for Guam, okay? So it says child tax credits may be distributed on Guam lump sum by next month in August, okay? Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, I can't really say it, announced during her news conference Monday afternoon that child tax credits checks may be distributed on Guam by next month. In the mainland, the distribution of the expanded child tax credit already started last couple of weeks ago. You guys should have received something July 15th, whether it was via mail or whether it was direct deposit. Checks went out, paper checks went out, and deposits were made, okay? It says, along with the increased child tax credit amount, ABC News reported that another change is that the credit is now fully refundable. Okay, again, we already know all of this. Just get to the meat and potatoes here. Okay, so it says, I'm discussing with Daphne. I think we're leaning more towards just giving the lump sum versus monthly. That's something that she's really looking into based on the resources that we have. To do a monthly, I think, involves thousands of checks, and to do that monthly, we will greatly require, I think involves thousands of checks, and to do that monthly will really greatly tax our resources. So we're discussing either giving it lump sum or maybe twice a year, okay? I don't know how they're going to do that twice a year. This is just for the end of this year, unless something else has been passed that I'm not aware of regarding 2022. But at any event, I think that it's a real good idea. There's pros and cons to both. You know, like I was saying in another video when I first started talking about this, but let me keep going on. She added, certainly the child tax credit is a benefit to the population. That's another form of financial assistance to our vulnerable individuals and our vulnerable people and those people with lower income for their families. So, I mean, the obvious pro to this situation is the fact that you get it in a lump sum for those of you who have multiple children. If you have 3 children and you can stand to get around $9,000. No, actually, you get half of that. So you get about $4,000, $4,500, or somewhere around there, $45,000 lump sum of this versus waiting, getting it monthly spread out in $800 payments or, $1,100 payments, however much you are getting monthly. So there's the benefit of that. The only thing is, again, if you're not working as much this year, if you haven't been working, if you don't expect to have income that's close to what you made last year or enough income to get a refund back next year, then you run the possibility of having to pay this money back. And also, I feel like when you get it in a lump sum, you're more tempted to spend it all at one time. Some people can get a lump sum and then they'll save it because they have a lump sum. Some people, on the other hand, are more tempted by society and run out there to get that Prada, Gucci, and Fendi type stuff. Okay, so just wanted to let y'all know Guam is seriously considering giving you guys that in a lump sum. And there was one more thing that I was actually supposed to tell you guys about. Here it is. Okay, so one really significant factor that I wanted to talk to you guys about. It says due to a convergence of factors, including the highly contagious Delta variant and the fact that cases are on the rise again. It says a cold splash of reality in the midst of the long-awaited hot vax summer bliss, further reminding us that the pandemic isn't over yet. I don't think that we needed no reminding. People who have already lost people due to the pandemic don't need no reminding. It's just the people in the Capitol at the White House that need reminding that we are still in here going through this while they're in their big houses living it up. Perfectly safe, except for when they have to do these meetings. And I'm pretty sure they have it all decked out when they have their meetings where they are sitting so completely far from each other. They have I can only imagine how immaculate the setting is for them up there in the White House. But anyways, Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Xavier Becerra, I can't say the Becerra, something like that, signed a renewal of the nation's public health emergency declaration on Monday. Okay, so this is also being reported by CNN. What does it mean? Basically that we are still in a public health emergency, all right? As I think this waist trainer is cutting off the circulation to my brain, you guys. Bear with me. As ominous as public health emergency declaration might sound, the fact that the U.S. is renewing it is actually reassuring. According to the CNN, it will allow for the access of emergency funds, the emergency use authorization of vaccines, the deployment of military trauma care, and more. Basically, it'll ensure that we have the resources that we need ready to go in the event that the pandemic takes a scary turn. And that's the only reason why I wanted to share that information. Does that mean that there could be more stimulus? Possible, yes, but nobody's talking about it. So I don't want you guys to get your hopes up again. I really hate that people are talking about another stimulus coming. I haven't seen anything to suggest that. I've talked to you guys about the fact that that petition is gaining so many signatures and that may be getting some eyes. We know that there are some Democrats in the White House that are for having reoccurring stimulus checks going out, whether it's $2,000, whether it's $1,000. We know that we have some supporters, but at the end of the day, with all of the stimulus money that they have given out and the fact that they're constantly adding on to that debt, the likelihood of us getting some reoccurring stimulus is slim to none. Okay, so I just really wouldn't get your hopes up. But like the article said, that does allow them to give us access to other things that we need, whether that be financial resources, whether that be eviction moratorium extensions or whatever, or reinstatements or whatever the case may be. It will allow them to access the resources that they need. Okay, so really quickly, you guys, because I've already been talking your ear off and a lot of it has been a lot more about my opinion than anything else. Let me just do a quick check here about pandemic EBT for the summertime. I just really want to see if anything has changed on that front. I doubt it. And then I'm also going to take a quick glance at regular emergency SNAP. Okay, so let's look at emergency SNAP benefits for the month of July. Nothing has changed there. Oh, we've got one state that has already been approved for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for August, and that state is New Jersey. So I'm going to give you that information right here because there's a possibility that there may be some more states added on to this list tomorrow, in which case I will give you that information. So far we have New Jersey. New Jersey, you guys will receive the emergency allotments. This is again for August 1st through the 5th, okay? And that's it. Just New Jersey. Just New Jersey. All right, now for pandemic EBT. Refresh here. I can't tell if there's more states. I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30. But yep, 31. Last time I talked to you guys, it was 28 states. So as of right now, for pandemic EBT for the summertime, we have Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, Nebraska, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. All right, you guys, so that is all. As always, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys. Make sure you follow me on social media. Remember, it is not a requirement. It is a request. You can choose to decline. You don't have to. At any rate, I am at She Builds Healthy Wealth on Facebook as well as on Instagram, and then at live_love_elevate on TikTok. Okay, but on that note, you guys, I'm going to say, as always, beautiful people, remember to live, love, and elevate. I got to get out of here because I'm about to pass out. This waist trainer is killing me, y'all, so I gotta go. Peace.